Ever looked up at the sky and wondered about those white streaks left by planes? Are they simply harmless contrails, or are they something more sinister? Chemtrails. Welcome to the fascinating world of chemtrails and the conspiracy theories surrounding them. This phenomenon, visible in our skies, has sparked a range of beliefs and theories. The most common belief is that these trails are simply contrails, the harmless byproduct of jet engines heating up the surrounding air, causing water vapor to condense and freeze into ice crystals. Contrails, short for condensation trails, are a normal part of air travel. As planes fly through the sky, their engines leave behind a trail of water vapor that quickly freezes in the cold, high-altitude air. These trails can linger for a while, creating those familiar white streaks across the sky that we've all seen. But then, there's another side to the story. A more intriguing and, for some, a more sinister explanation. This is where the term chemtrail comes into play. A portmanteau of chemical and trail. Chemtrails are believed by some to be more than just ice crystals. The conspiracy theories suggest that these trails are actually harmful chemicals or biological agents being deliberately sprayed into the atmosphere. The speculated purposes of this alleged spraying range from weather manipulation, solar radiation management, psychological manipulation, to human population control. These theories have gained traction over the years, fueled by an array of online forums, social media platforms, and even some celebrities endorsing the idea. The believers point out differences in the appearance and persistence of contrails as evidence, claiming that some trails spread and linger, forming artificial clouds, while others dissipate quickly. It's a dichotomy of beliefs, one side backed by science, the other by suspicion and skepticism. So the question still stands: what are these trails in our sky? Are they simply contrails, harmless and benign, or are they secret chemtrails, part of a larger, more nefarious operation? But what is the truth behind these trails in the sky? Could they really be harmful chemtrails? Or is this just another conspiracy theory? Science has a clear explanation for these trails. They are contrails formed by the condensation of water vapor in aircraft exhausts. Contrails, or condensation trails, are composed primarily of water, in the form of ice crystals. As an aircraft travels through the sky, it leaves behind a trail of exhaust from its engines. This exhaust contains a large amount of water vapor. When the hot water vapor from the exhaust comes into contact with the cold air at high altitudes, it condenses and freezes, forming a line of white cloud. There are two types of contrails: short-lived and persistent. Short-lived contrails evaporate quickly, disappearing almost as fast as the airplane moves across the sky. Persistent contrails, however, stick around for a while, forming long, white lines that can spread out and become indistinguishable from natural cirrus clouds. Contrails are essentially artificial clouds and are completely harmless. They have been observed since the dawn of high-altitude flight. The Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum states that during World War II, bomber crews would use contrails as part of their navigation process. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency explains that contrails can have a minute impact on the Earth's temperature. They can slightly warm the Earth's surface, similar to how natural clouds do. However, this impact is negligible when compared to the primary causes of climate change, such as the burning of fossil fuels. The scientific consensus on contrails is clear and straightforward. They are a natural byproduct of modern aviation, caused by the interaction of aircraft exhaust and cold air. They are not harmful and do not contain any nefarious substances. The World Meteorological Organization, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, and the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum are just a few of the reputable scientific organizations that have provided explanations and resources about contrails. So, from a scientific perspective, these trails are simple and harmless. But why do some people believe differently? Despite the scientific explanation, there are many who believe these trails are chemtrails, a part of a larger, more sinister plot. These individuals subscribe to various conspiracy theories, each more intriguing than the last. Let's delve into some of these perspectives and try to understand what fuels them. One of the most popular theories suggests that chemtrails are a tool for mind control. Proponents of this idea argue that governments are spraying psychoactive chemicals into the atmosphere to manipulate the thoughts and behaviors of the unsuspecting population below. They claim these chemicals could be used to pacify civilians, control their thoughts, or even incite fear and panic when needed. Another widely accepted theory is that of population control. Supporters of this notion propose that governments are using chemtrails to spread harmful substances aimed at reducing the global population. they believe that these chemicals could be causing a multitude of health problems, including respiratory diseases, neurological disorders, and even cancer. They argue that this is a covert attempt at curbing overpopulation and controlling resource allocation. Weather manipulation is another theory that often circulates within the chemtrail conspiracy community. The idea here is that these trails are part of a grand scheme to control the world's weather patterns. Advocates of this theory suggest that by spraying certain chemicals into the atmosphere, governments can manipulate weather events, causing droughts, floods, or even hurricanes at will. This, they say, gives them the power to control agricultural yields, create natural disasters as distractions, or even use weather as a weapon of war. While these ideas may sound fascinating and even alarming, it's important to note that there is a distinct lack of scientific evidence supporting these theories. Most of the substances allegedly found in chemtrails are also found in the Earth's soil and naturally occur in the atmosphere. Moreover, the logistics of such large-scale operations, not to mention the sheer number of people that would need to be involved, make these theories highly unlikely. However, acknowledging the absence of evidence is not the same as dismissing the fears and mistrust that fuel these beliefs. Many who subscribe to these theories do so out of a deep-seated suspicion of government activities and a fear of the unknown. They see the trails in the sky as a tangible manifestation of clandestine operations, and this physical evidence serves to reinforce their beliefs, regardless of scientific explanations. In the end, the chemtrail conspiracy theories serve as a testament to the power of fear and the human imagination. They demonstrate how mistrust and anxiety can lead us to construct intricate narratives in an attempt to make sense of the world around us. These theories, while lacking in scientific evidence, are fueled by fear and mistrust. But what is the ultimate reality? Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the mystery behind these fascinating trails in the sky. The debate between contrails and chemtrails is a fascinating one. But where does the truth lie? This question has led us on a journey through the realm of science, through the corridors of conspiracy theories, and into the spaces where these two worlds overlap. We've seen how contrails, those white trails left by airplanes, are simply the result of the science of atmospheric conditions and jet engine exhaust. Contrails are formed when hot exhaust gases meet the cold air in the upper atmosphere, causing water vapor to condense and freeze into ice crystals, creating those familiar white streaks across the sky. On the other hand, we delved into the world of conspiracy theories where chemtrails are believed to be more than just contrails. Some people contend that these trails are deliberate chemical or biological agents being sprayed for a range of nefarious purposes, such as controlling the population or manipulating the weather. These theories, while intriguing and captivating, lack robust scientific evidence to support them. It's easy to fall into the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories. They can seem exciting, mysterious, and even plausible at times, but it's essential to remember the importance of critical thinking. It's crucial to seek out credible sources, to question, to research, and to not just accept things at face value. As we've seen with the chemtrail conspiracy, a scientific explanation can often be found if we're willing to look for it. In our quest for understanding, it's crucial to strike a balance between healthy skepticism and open-minded curiosity. It's okay to question the world around us, to wonder and to seek the truth, but it's also important to recognize and respect the value of scientific evidence. So the next time you look up at the sky and see those white trails crisscrossing the blue expanse, remember what you've learned here? Remember the science of contrails and the importance of critical thinking. In the end, it's important to question, to wonder, and to seek the truth, but remember, not all that glitters is gold, and not every trail in the sky is a chemtrail.